provide a daily dose of leadership Monday through Friday, 4:30 live on YouTube, Facebook, and on Twitch. I would ask a huge favor of you guys if you go follow me on Instagram. That's at Alex_Seale. That's at ALEX_SEALE. Also search me on YouTube. That's just search Alex Seale on YouTube and I should pop right up. I would be remiss to say if I didn't say thank you to all of our people who support this channel, to support what we're doing. Everyone who likes and everyone who comments and everyone who shares. I've got some of the best supporters in the world out there in terms of really just consistently being there. Those guys, you guys know who you are, and I definitely appreciate you. And so I'm just going to dive right into this. The daily dose is just a quick 5 to 6, 7 minute dose of leadership and what my perspective is on leadership, and not only what my perspective is on leadership in the context of how I can help you, but also how we're helping each other. And so you can definitely like, comment, and add to this broadcast in the comments below. Just if you have any opinions on what I'm saying, anything to add to what I'm saying, or anything just to affirm and confirm what I'm saying. And so today's episode is all about the difference maker, the key difference maker. And I think this might punch a few of us in the gut, but just keeping it real, talent isn't everything. I think a lot of times we look at ourselves and we look at the skill set that we have to get a job done or to perform a job. However, sometimes we look at that as the only thing we need to be successful in our organizations, and more specifically being successful as a leader and evaluating other team members. But the chief differentiator, the big difference, is having talent plus a great attitude. A great attitude can definitely, coupled with a great talent, can definitely take your organization to the next level. And I've got a couple of flight formulas here for you guys to think about as it relates to the people on your team, and when you're thinking about talent versus just a person's attitude. So number one, ability plus attitude equals results, right? Great talent plus rotten attitudes equals a bad team. Honestly and transparently, I've been a part of teams where everybody on the team is super good operationally. They know exactly what to do as far as the job is concerned, but the way they interact with each other, the way they talk to each other, the way they keep about some of the things that we were talking about in the last dose, about some of those qualities, they bring a rotten attitude to the table, and it really brings down the morale. It brings down the atmosphere. It brings down the culture. And short term, great talents can achieve quick results, but great talent and not having a great attitude, a rotten attitude, it really hurts long-term success. And so you might have people who are really good and really skilled at what they do, and they can come in and solve a problem really quickly, but the attitude piece has to be there for long-term sustainability and long-term success. Okay, great talent plus average attitude is a good team. So if you have, again, you have the people, and the running theme is that you have people who are competent at their positions or competent in the job that they're doing, but we're talking about the level of attitude, and really the level of attitude speaks to the culture that exists within the organization. So if you have a great talent and the average attitude, you have a good team, which you're headed in the right direction. You have people who are respectful towards each other, and they have a positive outlook on what's going on in the organization. But when you have great talent mixed with good attitudes, you have a great team. So I think most importantly, you should be looking towards not only developing your team from a talent standpoint, a skill set standpoint, but also developing them from an attitude standpoint, making sure that they are fully aware and they're fully just in the light of how they come across to the team, how they're interacting with the team. Those things are just as important as how they are functioning within the team, if that makes sense. So definitely, I would encourage you guys to keep those things in mind, and really just take a step back and then look in the mirror too. And you can look at yourself and say, man, I'm a hard worker, and I contribute to the organization by knowing what to do, and I know how to get my job done. But do you look at the attitude attitude component. There's not much. There's not many training modules on attitude. There's a lot of content out there that helps shape mindset, that helps shape thinking, that helps shape how you go about leading or functioning with other people. But there's not really an objective means of being able to measure that. And for you as an individual in your whether that's you're a team member or you're tasked to lead, you have to constantly evaluate and take in feedback on how you're projecting yourself. I know me personally, I have a bad habit of wearing a stress on my face, my facial expression, and it's not nothing like intentional. It's just literally like, okay, I know I've got this list of things to do. I got these places to go today. I'm trying to process those things, and I got to keep in mind that people are looking at me to set the tone. People are looking at you to set the tone in your organization, whether you are the leader or not. If you walk into the building, if you have an infectious character, people are looking at you to say, okay, what kind of mood is he or she in? What are they going to bring to the table? And so I think one of the keys to having a successful organization, the secret to having a successful organization truly, behind having a great product and great service, is literally having a great attitude. Like everyone has to be able to, at a minimum, be able to get along with each other. And then that, because again, the people who you are serving, depending on what line of work you in, they'll translate into to the guest experience. They'll translate into what people see and feel. So I would definitely encourage anybody who's out there who's tasked with running and managing an organization, or they're trying to position themselves to be that, check your attitude. Continue to sharpen the blade of your skills, but also check that attitude. Man, I appreciate you guys tuning in to today's daily dose. Definitely want you guys to continue to comment, share, like. All those things are greatly appreciated. And until next time, guys.